Hello everyone and welcome to our next episode of Raven Creek Park. And I already have to say sorry for the length of this video, but I cut it out as much as possible and yeah, it simply wasn't possible to make it any shorter. But I'm happy if you stay here, listen to my talks about these and that, and if you still enjoy the video I would be really happy. And now coming to the subject of this video, yes, this is the final episode of the Wetlands area, the Wetlands DLC area. And as for the first point of this, we are changing the tower with just Goron's wonderful dry stone wall. The old version wasn't bad at all, but it always felt a little bit flat. It didn't have the depth to it, and I decided to change the stone out for a more rustic look that also is closer to the inspiration idea. So, and I think in the end it really paid out. And that also we are finally naming this area, and it's, for now it's gonna call the Wetlands Discovery Center, as you see now on screen. But we still need a sponsor for this area. Usually in zoos, when you have a big new addition like this Wetlands area is, zoos mostly don't have the money for themselves to build these, but instead sponsors like big companies or rich people, so to say, usually go in and say, okay, we give you the money for this area, but instead, maybe we can do some marketing, or our name will be on the main attraction or something. And this is what this will gonna be. So I'm still searching for a name to put over the Wetlands Discovery Center. I played with the idea of using one of the names from Frontier's community manager team, but still have to look into that. So maybe when we later this week will have the showcase episode, the tour episode, this will already have a name. And speaking of tour episode, yes, at the end of this video, of course, because of the length, there will not be a showcase of what we did this episode, but instead I will upload later this week. I will upload a dedicated episode only to showcasing this area. So we have a full tour episode where we don't build anything, but we will go into first-person mode and look at all the stuff in total. And I'm planning to do this for all areas. We also have, of course, the forest area that we will go back to after this one. And once that is finished, we will also do a tour of it. So every time one, so say, area is complete, you get a tour episode, so you know how everything works together and how it looks together, and you have a better idea of how the zoo is developing. And now we are building the bridges that are connecting the wetlands area, because it's of course on a smaller island, and it always had these two paths going over it. And now we decide, I decided to build some bridges for it in this New England very American style, with these covered bridges with open sides that you maybe know from Sleepy Hollow and other movies or media featuring New England, more oldish American styles. And in the end, it's turned out really well. Also, we changed the roof to this red one, because this is also something that is very often seen in these on these bridges. And please ignore these smileys, these emojis flying over the screen. The first part of this speed build was done in our live streams every Friday on Twitch at 9 p.m. Central European time zone, and I didn't deactivated the emoji showcase, so to say. So this is maybe once in a while there will be a flying emoji on the screen. So just ignore that. It's nothing to worry about. Your screen isn't broken or anything. And talking about this bridge, it was a little challenge when I built this, because it had a problem because it wasn't on the world grid, but thanks to my lovely viewers, they helped me with getting this straight again, because with building with these planks was a little bit of a challenge. And also this was when we decided to narrow this path down, because before we had like I think 5 meter path for these, but we then went down to 4 meters because it was way too big. And I have to say it was the right decision. It feels way better in the end. And also, speaking of how this episode is a little bit organized, so maybe you can jump later. We first, of course, focus on these bridges, so a little bit on the outside. Then we go into the Discovery Center again, finishing the upstairs and downstairs level with what we talked about in the last episode. And then the last part of this video will all be about the planting that is still missing. You already can see it a little bit in the background. So we finish also that, and in the end, I promise this whole area is basically finished. I went in the free time when I didn't record it, and did a few things here and there. Also added a few signs again from Lion's wonderful sign package, one of the 2 sign packages that are on the workshop. Links to that will be in the description, as with every workshop item that I use when I use some. So he made some amazing signs. So go into the description, find the link, and then leave a like and a follow for him, so he knows that his work is appreciated, because it's really amazing. And it helps to if you have some areas that are still empty, it helps to fill these areas out and give it a bit more life to it, a bit more realism, so to say. We are also adding all the rocks to the river banks. There will not be rocks everywhere. We will have some what do you call it, areas with where you could go directly to the beach, basically to the river, basically. Some banks, I think you can call it. But these rocks are an easy way to line up. And well, now that I see it, I can speak of the horrors that is building custom stairs. I wanted to have the stairs we are now in the main hall of the Wetlands Discovery Center. I wanted to have the stairs leading up to the upper level where the gallery will be, the art gallery. And I already started on building these in a stream, and then I didn't like it and I deleted it, and I now also tried it again in here in my after stream recording, and it was still horrible. I had to cut a lot out for you, so you don't see all the stuff that I went through. But custom stairs, I'm not some things I'm not really good at building at, and this is one of these things that I'm just not good at, because I have a horrible perception of depth, and also it's hard for me to think in a 3-dimensional room, and also especially when it's not straight but tilted like here. It's a problem that I really have. My brain just can't imagine it, basically. So it was kind of hard for me to get these right, so that they're not tilted, that they're not looks stupid. And if I wouldn't have deleted, you would have seen all the previous attempts that were just horrible. But I thought, hey, I don't have to show you stuff that is basically not going anywhere. In these videos I want to show you the things that work, and so you, if you maybe build along, or if you see some things and you want to rebuild it, you don't waste time building it and you see it, oh yeah, he basically deleted it again, so I have to delete it as well. But in the end, this one worked out. I really like it. It's maybe not perfect, maybe it's even not that realistic, and with the static and everything, but I liked it, and this is what counts. And yeah, now we move on to the upper level, and as said in the last episode, this will become an art gallery. But before that, I have to hide this little piece of roof that is sticking in, which I also cannot get rid of because it's part of the outer side roof, basically. and just sticks in. And I maybe with a little bit tweaking and building my own things in here and there, I would be able to reduce it or to get rid of it. But also, I have bigger plans for this zoo, and this means I cannot waste millions of pieces on one roof basically. So I have to take a few shortcuts with the in-game pieces, which are totally fine and not bad at all. So I'm happy to use them whenever I can, so I can save some pieces here and there. And yeah, this is why I built this little planter, basically. Now we come to the art gallery, and for that I already have the art installed. You will see it, I think, in a moment, and I cut some things out because it was just repeating the whole thing again and again. And this art that I basically use for this comes from a website that is called Wombo Art. No worries, I will have a link to this website in the description. And what this does is basically you type in a prompt, you type in a word, and then you choose an art style from a variety of art styles like mythical, baroque, blacklight, vibrant, HD, physics, steampunk even. I think they also got a few new ones from Love, Death and Robot. So you choose an art style, you type in a word, and then this program, this website, basically generates art for you via, I don't know, I think it is via searching your words in Google and finding similar words and mixing them together basically in this art style. And this is where I got these arts from. You will see them in the showcase episode later. You will see them better, and most of these were just like lush green forest, temperate forest, so that we have something like an art gallery of foresty, lush and green pictures here that are fitting with where this zoo is located in, and also with the theme of nature, of animals, of conservation, everything. So this is the art that we show here. And also, of course, important for art installations are the lights. So the art is in the right light and you can see it well. And also on day, so these lamps are also activated on daylight. So these paintings are always lit up. And for this corner where we have these two planters, I still want to have a bigger art piece in the middle, basically like the centerpiece of the whole gallery. But for that I still have to find what I can use there, because the ones from Wombo are always in the same format and don't come in bigger variants, I think. I have to look into that again. But yeah, this is what I still want to have a centerpiece there in between these two planters, to when you come up to this art gallery, you really are wowed by it. And now we are jumping down to this middle of this big room, this bottom level, which of course is the discovery center, the learning center for children and parents, and where they can learn about the wetlands, about water, about animals that live in the water, about conservation, everything like that. And I needed something to fill this room with, and one of my lovely viewers suggested something like a central planter piece, kind of like Ivan did in his Tamalchati zoo in the old Samson house. If you watch this show, this YouTube series also, you maybe remember that the old Samson house from Eben. Sorry if I if I butcher your name again. You know that I have a problem with his name. People that know me a little bit longer. But yeah, so I took this idea of the central planter piece, but then I thought, it's cool, but it could be better, or I could make a different thing out of it. And now my idea was to have a planter basically in the middle, but also combine that with a little bit of knowledge, of research, of learning. So this will not only be a planter, but it will also feature kind of like an artificial river, a fake river basically. So the plants are lining a fake river made out of art pieces and glass. and in this river you will have different colorful spots, and then you have an information tablet on every side, and this information tablet tells you what these spots are. For example, there's stuff like deltas, like rivers, like lakes. So it tells you a little bit about these environments, and you can then look at this showcase piece, and you see, okay, this is what a river looked like. This is what a swamp looked like, for example. And so you have a little bit more of a learning value in here. And so we create. So yeah, this for example would be the delta or swamp region, and this would be a little island in a lake. It's very sheep made, something like you would see in a zoo or in a museum, where you have your little diorama of a region made with really low effort, basically. But this is also what I went for, so that it's not too highly artistic and everything. But it's more on the sheepish side. And then you have these, as you see, these information spots on this diorama that tells you a little bit about what these regions are, what animals maybe live there, what plants grow there, why they are endangered, why they need our help, why we need to work protecting these areas of the world. And then the end, the children learn something, and I have a working centerpiece. And of course, because otherwise it would look a little bit barren, we have also some plants here. I know they are aquatic plants, they are mostly grown in water, but I really like them, and they were small enough to fit on here. I tried a couple of different things like palms and everything, but everything else was too big, so I decided to go with these little ferns, basically. And later you will see that in the showcase I also added some light bulbs. This is not in the video. I added some light bulbs to these colorful spots, so they really pop out. You can see them better, and they don't disappear between these plants. So don't worry about that. I thought about this. These light bulbs also have the color of the spots, of course. Yeah. We are also adding some more exhibits like these to the lower level, to have some more. Yeah, these are made for, I don't know, smaller animals like beetles or smaller reptiles. I played with the idea of adding a real exhibit here, but I simply didn't have the space. And the space I had, you can maybe see it sometimes on the right side. They see it right now. The space I had for this exhibit is now taken by an elevator, which the amazing Shiftsy, I hope I pronounced your name right and didn't butcher it, Shiftsy made it. Also the links to this is in the description. He made a couple of awesome indoor prop things over the last weeks, about from elevators to bathrooms to gift shops items to even stuff like office objects for the better word of it, and they are really amazing. They come with a lot of pieces sometimes, but in general they are really doable. And I decided that I need an elevator connecting the lower and the upper level, because we also have people that are sitting in a wheelchair and everything, and we don't want them to miss out on the art gallery up, or on the meeting room that is also up there. So this elevator had to come into place, which means I couldn't add a real exhibit in this area, because let's face it, they are amazing. I still like them, but they are big. They need a lot of space, and if you have paths nearby, it creates water. It creates a whole another problem. And the caiman habitat is on the other side of this wall, so I had water there, so it was not easy. So I decided to go with some fake ones there. Which also serves the job, and you would have some smaller beetles on there or something like that. Yeah, but this already finished the inside, and we are now, I think, heading out to the rest of this area. We are still missing all the planting, and also you will see in the moment we are still missing. I talked about this a couple episodes ago in the Small Cloud Asian Otter episode, that I wanted to have like a rain cover here for the guests, where the underwater viewing for the otters is, outside underwater viewing. I wanted to have a rain cover, but didn't want to make that episode back then too long, so I decided to to push it back and add it in in the last episodes, and now is the time for it. So we are adding a small rain cover here that would later be overgrown with Virginia creepers. Amazing plant I think we got with the aquatic pack, so almost 1.5 years ago, when the aquatic pack hit. So I haven't even really used this plant, but here it very fit well. And the idea is that this plant isn't there for too long for now, but once it's fully grown, it will basically cover the whole viewing area and protect the guests a little bit from the rain, so that they don't get too wet, because face it, in this area where we build on, there is a lot of rain. Usually it's still a rainforest. So, and also this basically blocks the view of the guests a little bit from the backstage area there, from the backside, that isn't fully fledged out or fully built. We will later have a path going behind this this viewing area for the stuff, and this is also then a little bit hidden from the guest's perspective, from the guest's eye, with this cover. So we are basically having hitting 2 points in one. I don't know if to say it, but we are protecting from the rain, but also we hiding this staff path from them. And yeah, I would leave you now to a little bit of music with the last minutes of this video. You will see all the planting done here and there, and I would be really happy if you stick until the end of the video, because it shows me that you like what I do. Wait, I lost my words here. But this also means I see you then in a second video this week. So there will be another video this week with the showcase. I tried to upload it on Friday, this Friday when you watch this video. If I don't manage to do it on Friday, it will be there definitely on Saturday. So look out for this one in your subscription bar. If you have already subscribed to the channel, I would be really happy. If not, maybe consider doing it. It doesn't cost you anything, just a click, and it means a whole lot to me and shows me that the stuff you guys that I do is enjoyed by you guys. So yeah, maybe consider doing that. And I say until then, goodbye everyone, have a great time. I see you in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. So stay safe, take care, and remember you're always loved by us and by your friends and family. So goodbye everyone, have a great time. I see you in the next episode. Bye bye.